Warm, warm, warm. We were wrong when it came to the pattern change to 2 or 3 weeks of some colder shots and a few snowstorms. Just not going to happen. Any cold shots are very brief otherwise. Plenty of this stuff, warm air pushing on in, but we do get a shot of cold that's going to come into portions of New England, the Great Lakes, Friday into Saturday, and that's really about it, because then the warmth builds back across the middle portion of the country and really pushes off towards the east. Now notice this setup. You got very mild air here. You get some nice cold air here. That's going to push in on the backside, the middle to end of next week. And as these two come together, it's late February, but you get a spring type pattern, and that produces areas of some strong to severe thunderstorms and maybe a little stripe of snow, if it's cold enough. Here on your Snowplow News Nordcast weather video, plenty of warmth though taking over in the next 10-day period. This is not this coming Monday, but the Monday afterwards. It's definitely going to signify warmth. Speaking of warmth, warmest or second or third or fourth warmest on record, going back to the late 1800s, so older than your grandparents. Yeah, it's been very warm pretty much across a decent portion of the country, but that's where it is truly a record or a challenger. So this low moves on it. Look at these guys. These are storms. This isn't just a couple rain showers. Could even be severe storms where you get that boundary between the warm front and the low pressure that moves off towards the east, and then you see blue stuff. So this is your chance of snow across portions of interior New England, Montreal, Quebec, and there you go. That could be a few inches in spots. Interior, though, not for Boston, not for New York. Then high pressure settles in. We're cold for a couple days. That's going to be dry for a few days. Then we get active again. Another system coming on in by Monday early on. And then we get a bigger system to form. It's going to bring snow out across portions of the west. It's going to bring rounds of rain and also some thunderstorms into portions of the Arklatex in towards the Midwest area into the Tennessee and Ohio valleys, and this is going to ride off towards the northeast. It will produce a lot of rain and that chance for severe thunderstorms as well. Here's the probabilities for that early week system by about Tuesday into maybe early Thursday or so. So something to keep an eye on. And that first round of storms coming in tomorrow could produce some severe weather, also with a good area of 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of rain in a lot of spots, in some areas seeing isolated higher amounts. Then we get that next system by Sunday. We get that next system the middle portion of the week, and all of a sudden there's spots with a few inches of rain across portions of Tennessee and Ohio into Pennsylvania. Definitely a fairly active pattern. So not a ton of snow out across the west. We build it up a little bit in spots over the next week or so. There's not going to really be anything across the middle of the country. If we could pull in enough cold air, maybe there's a stripe of snow somewhere. But really across the northeast, you have that 1 or 2 true chances. If you go up into portions of Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland, that's where a few inches could fall. But for the United States, hardly anything really at that point. It's well north where it's going to be cold enough with these systems. It just feels much more like an April type of a setup than it does February. That's for sure. It's just the way it is right now, and we can't really do too much in the order to change it. Precipitation wise, it's going to be definitely a little bit wet and mild. Temperatures, no doubt about it, not only the next few to several days, but the next 6 to 10 well above normal.
This is your Norcast weather update.